Kuwait Integrated Petroleum Industries Company, KEPIC, builds a new LNG regasification plant through the Al Zour LNG import project, LNGI, to supply natural gas to Kuwait national gas grid. Liquefied natural gas, LNG, is the liquid form of the cleanest burning natural gas used in homes and industries every day for heating, cooling, and cooking. To transform natural gas into LNG, LNG liquefaction process cools the gas to negative 162 degrees Celsius. The resulting LNG is colorless, odorless, non-corrosive, and non-toxic. When converted to its liquid form, natural gas occupies about 600 times less space than it does in its gas form, allowing LNG to be easily stored in tanks or pumped into ships and transported overseas. As a result, LNG offers a cost-effective method for transporting natural gas over long distances and provides consumers across the globe with access to vast natural gas resources. The major component of LNG is methane, with small percentages of the heavier hydrocarbons. Natural gas can be stored in tanks, loaded onto LNG carriers, and distributed to global markets for use in homes, businesses, and power plants. Natural gas is the lowest total cost, cleanest, and most efficient thermal baseload power generation technology compared to coal, nuclear, and wind. Natural gas accounts for 22% of North America electricity generation. Natural gas is the fastest growing power generation fuel. Natural gas has a competitive advantage as one of the lowest emitting and most versatile new power generation fuel types. Natural gas is becoming an increasingly important fuel in the generation of electricity as the reliable, clear energy choice. This graph shows contributions on CO2 emissions by fuel type. Emissions reductions is shown for natural gas-fired generation compared to coal-fired generation. Natural gas emits 50% less greenhouse gas during its process. Natural gas also produces fewer nitrogen oxide emissions and nearly eliminates sulfur dioxide, particulate matter, and mercury emissions. LNGI project builds the world's largest capacity of LNG storage, regasification and send-up facility, 3,000 billion British thermal units per day, as a single-scale project, especially comparing to LNG receiving terminals out of those that have been constructed in recent years. Kuwait LNGI plant is the largest single facility to cover simultaneous operation of two largest QMAX-size LNG ships in the world. LNGI facility provides maximum 3,000 billion British thermal units per day send-out capacity. LNG terminal to support Kuwait's national LNG demands and export. LNGI project provides a more optimized LNG supply chain to Kuwait by adopting state-of-the-art technology-based permanent LNG receiving terminal. LNGI terminal aims to achieve zero flaring to atmosphere considering the most efficiency out of the terminal operation, as well as from an environmental perspective. All generated boil-off gas, BOG, is managed and recovered within the terminal by recondensation process and at fuel gas system. Avoid any flaring during operation. The largest extruded pipes worldwide produced at new factory for seawater intake and outfall pipeline are installed. The net volume of LNG storage tank is 225,500 cubic meters, which is the fourth largest in the world. LNGI is located in Al Zor, approximately 90 kilometers south of Kuwait City, adjacent to the Al Zor North Power Plant. The LNG storage and process area is located at an offshore reclaimed land. The terminal is designed to unload LNG from LNG carriers at a design rate 17,000 cubic meters per hour, utilizing 3 LNG loading arms from each berth. Eight storage tanks of 225,500 cubic meters each are for the LNG storage. The storage tanks are fully containment type with 9% nickel inner tank mounted inside a concrete outer tank and a concrete roof. The boil-off gas is handled by the BOG compression system to recover the BOG for achieving no flaring philosophy during normal operation. 14 high-pressure LNG pumps are located within the high-pressure LNG pumping system area. LNG will be pumped by the high-pressure LNG pumps to the vaporizers. The seawater intake system comprises the 4 seawater intake towers and the submerged pipelines, as well as seawater filtering and pumping system from the intake basin. After vaporization in the open rack vaporizers, seawater is collected in the outfall basin and sent back to sea. Twelve open rack vaporizers are provided as normal vaporization technology. 12 vaporizers operate at normal rate to support the maximum send-out situation. In order to implement custody metering of the natural gas send-out, 2 dedicated metering systems will be provided. Vaporized NG will be delivered to existing NG distribution network, refineries, and power plants. With the technical expertise and competence, KEPIC is embarking on a new beginning and a bigger and brighter future. The LNG will be supplied in a reliable, efficient, safe, and environmentally responsible manner to meet national energy demand of Kuwait, maximize profit through integration, develop a professional and competent workforce, and enable the development of the local economy. KEPIC will continue its endeavors to be a leader in integrated refining and petrochemicals operations and LNG supply, and maximize its value by achieving operational excellence and contribution to the society.